disk space, a portion of this broadcast will not be available for replay later. I refuse to believe that, but I do need to check out my disk space. Hey guys, you're looking at Coach Schwartz, and this is Fast Ron, aka 400 Meter Ron from Santa Monica. And he just, how fast did you run your 400, Ron?
A minute, 7 seconds.
And that was 11 seconds faster than I ran mine. And it was a good idea that Coach had not to have us run together. Otherwise, I would not be able to stand here and speak. I would have collapsed, right? I would have finished. I would have done that, but that would have been my last hurrah. Hey, thanks for joining us, folks. If you have any questions about last night's boxing, Robert the Ghost Guerrero took an L, as did Alfredo Angulo at the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. I thought Terrell Gachet and Steve Martinez had a nice little 10-rounder to start off that Spike TV broadcast. But if you want to talk about the big month of September and all the stuff going down, September 10, September 17, don't hesitate to ask questions. I think Ron's going to be holding the phone. And if he can read them fast enough, he'll ask the questions and I'll try to answer them. And I'm going to try to skip some rope, but I'm blasted from a 400.
And we have your favorite rope back today.
Oh, really? Oh, thank goodness.
So as these questions pop up, just tell you, or he's going to
no, when they pop up, you just ask.
So Dave,
yeah.
What we got? What's the...
So let me just tell you, though, you know that I fought Guerrero. He's never been the same since I fought him. You know, he took off a year after I fought him. I think I fought him in like 8 years.
You pulled a B-hop.
Yeah.
B-hop used to have that effect on guys.
Yeah, I mean, he took off a year
You don't fight the old man. You don't fight the old man.
If you want to watch that fight, you just go to YouTube and put in Schwartz versus Guerrero, and you'll see how I beat the crap out of him.
You got first billing. That's awesome.
Yeah, I got first billing. The reason I did win that fight was because I got him to fight right-handed.
Well, see, Robert's a gentleman.
He's a great guy.
He's a great competitor.
Yeah, he is really a good guy.
Yeah, I mean, is he a great boxer?
Look at you
No.
this way.
There
we go.
Should he be fighting at welterweight? I don't think so. Watching him against Peralta, I had the same feeling I had watching him fight Yoshihiro Kamagai a couple of years ago. And you could just see in the bone structure, it's not just that he's shorter, it's that his skull is smaller, his bones are smaller. He probably should have been a lightweight,
he'd be better,
which I think he would have been sensational at.
Even now, if he went down to 135
or 140, yeah, he might be too.
But I tell you what, for his ability, he's made the most money of anyone in that class. I mean, he's still making big money, and he should keep fighting. I would have him come down and wait a little bit, but he still looked okay. I mean, you know, and Peralta's not that great.
No.
And I feel they're going to put Peralta in with Spence.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, that's
if Spence can't get a title fight, keep him busy.
Yeah.
And with Guerrero, he's not a top 10 welterweight contender, but he's definitely a serviceable gatekeeper.
Yeah.
So some of these young studs at welterweight coming up, let's see if you can beat the Ghost. Hey, still, no one's ever knocked him out.
No.
Guy said, "What are you dying?"
I am dying. Oh my God, yeah. I haven't run a 400 in quite some time, and that was a minute and 18 seconds.
Yeah, Doug did a minute 18.
And I tried to pace myself at first, and I was still dying. So yeah.
But his recovery was very quick. I mean, he was recovered in like seconds, which is, you know, shows a lot.
I still got the cross-country hunters.
Ron did it 1:07, which is incredible for a guy who doesn't really train for this.
He held on really well.
And he did really well.
At the final 100, which is the true test of one's character.
So last week somehow...
You got a thumbs up.
Good.
Last week the sound went out about 5 minutes ago. I don't know what happened.
Well, let's try to keep it brief.
So anyway, I'm going to ask you a few questions. My friend Alan and Jason sent me a link to an interview with Archie Moore. They bumped into some guy in
the old mongoose.
And maybe I'll have Doug I'll send that link to Doug. Maybe he'll put it in his...
oh, it's a video.
No, it's an audio.
An audio?
Of an interview this guy did with Archie Moore. It's incredible.
Who was the interviewer?
You know, just some guy.
Was his name Ron?
You know, I don't know.
Ron Gerard?
Might be.
He did.
Might be. Anyway, it was good. So I have a few questions about Archie Moore.
Former light heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
And a heavyweight contender.
Okay.
At a advanced age.
Where did he make his pro debut? When did he make his pro debut?
Oh, golly, gee willikers. In the 30s.
Yeah.
In the darn 30s.
Yeah.
Someone asked, is this one of those things?
Late 30s?
35.
Oh, mid 30s.
Okay.
Wow.
And he made it in Poplar Bluff, Missouri.
Yep.
You know where that is?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and okay, now I'm going to stump you on this one.
All right.
I know. I don't know. I've never stumped you, but I'm going to try.
All right. And you've stumped me many times.
What's his last fight?
His last fight was it in Arizona? Was it a guy named, last name DiBiase?
Oh, shit.
I think it was related to the wrestler, Ted DiBiase, maybe his dad. Was it Mike DiBiase?
Yep.
Mike DiBiase.
Oh, my God.
There we go.
Oh.
The guys asked if you're a father and son team. No.
Father and son team?
Yeah.
Hey, that is too good. Oh, my God. Okay, so what was his second to last fight?
That was Cassius Clay,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Warren 4, and you were there.
I was there in person.
The Grand Olympic Auditorium.
No.
No, Sports Arena?
No, not brothers,
Sports
just
Arena.
friends.
What was that?
Someone's asking brothers.
Who's?
What's your guys' relationship?
Us?
Yeah.
Oh, Doug and me, he's my grandson.
Coach and disciple.
Yeah. So that was a Doug. I thought I had you on that one. Okay, so okay, I'm going to ask you a few questions about Archie Moore. He fought one guy 4 times and one guy 3 times. Both pretty popular.
3
fighters.
times he fought Ezra Charles,
Right.
lost all 3, was knocked out in their third meeting.
Right. You're right.
4 times he fought the guy he won the title from, Joey Maxim, right?
No.
Maybe 5. He fought Maxim more than once. I know that.
Yeah. No.
So this guy, Harold Johnson.
Yeah. Harold Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah. He fought
And all 4 of those guys we mentioned obviously are in the Hall of Fame,
Okay.
which is why that era was the golden age.
And I mean, one of the best fights ever on TV. Got this
Okay.
guy twice.
Yvonne Durrell,
Right.
Canada.
Right.
The first fight he had to get up from several knockdowns.
Yeah, knocked down twice or 3 times.
It
in the
looked like
first
he
round.
was aged by the time it got him.
Yeah. And then he came. Where was that fight?
Was it Montreal?
Yeah. No.
Oh, no, it wasn't?
No.
Uh,
It was in Canada.
Was it Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto.
Was it Toronto?
The Forum.
The Forum?
And that's how the Forum got named here.
Oh, okay.
Because Jack Kent Cook
Okay.
came from Canada
Oh.
and built the Forum.
Oh.
He built. The
Is it
Forum.
like modeled after the one that's in
I
Toronto?
don't,
It's supposed
I
to be?
don't know, but he.
See, I learned something.
He built it and named it the Forum because of the fabulous Forum,
Yeah.
which it is again.
We need Lennox Lewis to get his promoter's license
Yeah.
and start promoting in Canada.
So-
Because I've never been to Toronto or Vancouver. I've just been to Montreal, which is beautiful.
Okay, I'm going to give you. Okay, so that was very good. Because
Dave, you got to speak up a bit.
okay, that was very good, Doug. That you got that. That's incredible. Okay, so now I'm going to do another fighter. I want you to tell me when he made his pro debut, how old he was when he retired the first time. Ray Mancini. Tell me if you could tell me his record first.
Ray Mancini's record? I don't know, like 25 and 3. Obviously, he could punch. He had not, maybe 17 or 18 knockouts.
Yeah, he actually had 23 KOs, 29 wins.
Oh, okay.
But he was KO'd 3 times.
And all 3 of his losses?
All 3 of them. I know he had 5 losses.
5 losses, okay.
Yeah.
And there was Arguello. And some of those losses were late, like the Hector Camacho and the
Yeah.
Greg Haugen. I don't,
Right.
that
You
doesn't
can't
count against
you
him.
can't count those.
Nah, he fought pretty well against Camacho in '89, I think.
Camacho, actually, I thought he won the fight.
A lot of
Everyone
people
did.
thought he won the fight, but he had been off for several years.
He had.
It wasn't bad. I don't think he gets enough credit for that fight because
Okay, and
Camacho was still a pound-for-pound level dude at the time.
who did he win the title from?
Art Frihaus,
Right.
1-round knockout, WBA,
Yeah.
lightweight.
And where was that fight?
Oh, good question. Is it Vegas?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. And then who did he lose the title to?
Lost the title to the roster man, Razai Bramble, Livingston Bramble.
Livingston Bramble, yeah. And where was it and how did he lose?
He lost by late stoppage, like 13 round, 14 round, like that kind of like 12 or 13 round. Both of them were late stoppages, weren't they?
With Bramble?
With Bramble?
No, the
first one. The second one he went the distance?
Yeah.
The first one, was it in Reno? Lake Tahoe?
The second one.
Second one was. First one, I don't know, probably Vegas.
Was Buffalo.
Buffalo, New York.
But that was a huge upset.
Yeah.
No one ever heard of Livingston Bramble.
Bramble's...
He turned out to be really good.
Yeah, he's a dangerous cat.
Okay, so now we're going to cut this short today, but I got one more. Okay, we're going to go, okay.
Ray Mancini, I think his first retirement, I think he was like 25.
Yeah, 24.
24, 25.
24.
Yeah.
And if you get a chance, Ray Mancini does these interviews with Steve Kemp.
You see him live.
Incredible.
Yeah,
it's just incredible. Just look it up on, how would you look that up?
Ron, do you skip rope?
I don't.
I think it's good. If you start skipping rope every day, I bet you lose a lot of water weight.
Yeah.
This is the only time I do it. I'm always like, oh wow, I'm sweating now.
But yeah, your endurance is pretty strong on it.
Trying to got to get my body strong.
So the last one I'm going to do is Joe Lewis. If you can tell me his real name.
Joseph Barrow.
Oh.
You got it.
Joseph Barrow, B-A-R-R-O-W.
Got it.
Joseph Barrow Jr.
And when was his first fight?
Shoot, that would have been the 30s as well. Damn, when would it have been? I want to say mid-30s?
Yeah, 34. Okay.
Probably turned pro in Detroit.
Okay, what was his record when he lost for the first time? And who did he lose to?
He lost to Max Schmeling.
Right.
12th round TKO.
Right. Where was
for
that
the first time? New York.
Yeah.
Was it New York?
Yeah.
Huh.
Where do you think it was?
Polo Grounds?
Close. No, that's close.
Madison Square?
No, it was outside.
Yankee Stadium?
Yeah.
So both their fights were at Yankee Stadium? Because the rematch was in Yankee Stadium, right? I don't know what his... he was undefeated when he fought Schmeling, mostly by knockout. I don't know.
How many?
35?
24 and 0.
Oh, 24 and 0.
How many double unders can you do in a row?
Double unders? I don't even know what a double under is. Let it go by twice?
Yeah, go twice under. Can you do that in rhythm or no? Can't do them back to back. Back to back.
But who can?
Okay, so
Dean Hamilton.
So the answer is 0.
Yeah, the answer is 0. For a long time, Carlos Ortiz, all-time great, living fighter, former lightweight champ, was doing these things in his 60s or 70s. Triples, doubles and triples.
Oh, that was good. And who's the kid from Hawaii?
Ryan Valoria.
Ryan Valoria. He's
underrated.
Incredible on the road.
Oh, on YouTube, I've seen that guy.
Oh, he's badass.
Yeah,
he's like double Dutch.
Yeah.
He's had
he could go on any city block in Washington, D.C., and black girls with pigtails and shit, and just come out there and they'll be like, all right, you all right, you all right. Yeah. Were there any questions, Ron?
No, I mean...
they're just marveling at my athleticism.
You guys have any boxing questions for Doug?
We're going to try to wrap this up.
Yeah.
We're aiming for 15 minutes.
I think that's about
This is our 15 minutes of fame.
All right. We're asking for any questions for Doug or Dave.
Or not.
So anyway,
well, you guys, guess how old Dave is.
You don't want
Anyone has?
You get to run a free 400 meters with Ron.
Let's see.
On any given Sunday, if you get it right.
Okay, Mambo Chicken said 80.
Okay.
Oh, Mambo Chicken.
We know him.
Oh, South Paula said 77.
Uh-oh.
What else?
If you get it right, I'll get you a free parking place at this track.
Hey, will Danny Jacobs ever fight again?
Well, he's going to fight on September 9. He's doing the much anticipated rematch for Sergio Mora, and yeah, it's said with a lot of sarcasm. And I only say it with a lot of sarcasm. I like Mora, and I wouldn't count him out, but I only say that with sarcasm because Jacobs has been talking smack to Canelo for not fighting Triple G right away. And then he talks brave about Triple G. And meanwhile, all this year, for 8 months, he sat out after scoring a first-round KO of Kid Chocolate in December. And it's like you had all this time to fight Triple G, you know what I mean? Or have your manager call Tom Loeffler and get a deal done. Like, why are you going to talk smack now when you already have a fight scheduled for September 9? But here's the deal. Jacobs Mora 2, September 9. Golovkin, Kell Brook, September 10. So they fight back-to-back days. Golovkin wants to come back in December. Jacobs, if you get past Sergio Mora, no cuts or anything, God willing, have your man make that fight. Let's make that fight for Brooklyn's Barclays Center or Madison Square Garden. Let's do Triple G versus Danny Jacobs. That's a great fight, but do it in December. If you're going to keep putting it off, then don't criticize Canelo Alvarez. And the same thing goes for Billy Joe Saunders and all these other middleweights that want to throw shade at Canelo. If you're not willing to step in with Triple G right now, if you're going to put it off, you ain't no different than Canelo.
Okay. Now, so one question asked is, what do you think of the Canelo undercard?
That's
and then, what do you think of the Canelo undercard? Someone asked, and then who will Junebug be fighting next? I don't know who that is.
I don't know. Junebug should come back on another fight club, an LA fight club at the Glasgow Theater.
A few more.
Yeah, a few more. The undercard, it's not the best pay-per-view undercard. They tried to make some very interesting fights, and the heavyweight jumped ship. Luis Ortiz, Billy Joe Saunders didn't want to fight on it, so it doesn't have the marquee value that a big pay-per-view event should have. But having said that, I think the fight between Joseph Diaz Jr. and Andrew Cancio, that's going to be a barn burner. That's going to be a good fight. People don't know about Cancio, but he is a very live underdog in that fight. He's very dangerous, very entertaining fighter, and a very entertaining matchup. I don't know what to think about the Diego De La Hoya fight. You know he's fighting a good Puerto Rican fighter, but that might be kind of aggressive boxer versus slickster, southpaw type of matchup. And the middleweight fight, I actually like it. It's not like a huge, big name fight, but two serviceable middleweight veterans in Gabriel Rosado and Willie Monroe Jr. I like both these guys. I think they're good. You know, just outside of the top 10 middleweights, I call them fringe contenders, but I think it's an interesting matchup. I think it could be a good fight. And the winner will probably get Canelo or get a big fight. Maybe the winner gets a shot at Billy Joe Saunders or something like that. Or who knows, maybe Jacobs fights the winner. I don't know, but I think the winner of that fight, I think there's a big reward for whoever wins that middleweight fight. So.
And that's a good fight.
Yeah, I like it.
Anyway, I'm going to tell everyone, we're going to see you next week. Thanks for watching. Be sure to love everything and everyone. And Doug, what did you want to tell him?
Always take the high road.
That's right.
Start skipping
always.
Dougie left or right.
Always take the high road.
Christian Pratt.
That's good. Let's flip out of here. Oh, that's good.